He called you safe, but not in a boring way. In a way that said, you're where I want to be. Let's face it, men say a lot of things. But there are certain words, quiet, powerful words, that they only use when they're falling hard for a woman who happens to be older. So today, we're breaking it all down. 13 words that reveal exactly what's going on in his heart, his mind, and why age doesn't matter when it comes to real connection. Let's be honest. We've all heard the stereotypes. Men only want younger women. Older women are intimidating. They're just a fling, not the one. These messages get repeated so often that some older women begin to believe them. But here's the truth, it's simply not real. According to a 2023 survey by Elite Singles. 26% of men aged 25 to 39 said they would prefer to date a woman 5 to 10 years older. And another 13% said they'd go even older, if the connection felt real. So, why are we still stuck in the old narrative? Because when men truly care, they don't always show it in grand gestures. Sometimes, it comes out in the quietest of ways, in words that carry weight. If you've ever asked yourself, is he just being nice? Is he serious? Or, is he falling in love? This is your clarity. Let's dig deep. Because when it's real, it's not always what he says. It's how he says it. Take Clara, 42, from a case study by psychologist Dr. Susan Winter, an expert in age gap relationships. She began seeing a 29-year-old man. At first, she thought it was just a fling. He was confident, flirtatious, younger. But then, one quiet night, he looked at her and said, "You calm me down." That one sentence. It hit harder than flowers, dinners, or sweet nothings. It wasn't flirtation, it was emotional. It was real. And that's what this video is all about. Let's dive into the 13 words men only say when they're truly falling in love with an older woman. 1. Safe. Not, "You're like a mom." But, "I don't have to wear a mask with you." Men struggle with vulnerability. In a study from the Journal of Counseling Psychology, 68% of men admitted to hiding emotions early in relationships to appear more manly. When he says you make him feel safe, it means he trusts you enough to be real. That's rare. 2. Smart. Men don't throw this word around lightly. When he says, "You're smart," he's saying, "I admire how you think. I respect you. I learn from you." It's more than attraction, it's intellectual connection. And for many younger men, that's the real draw. 3. Centered. Your presence stabilizes him. In a chaotic world, you feel like control. Older women bring that calm. That steadiness. That lived-through-it energy. And younger men, they crave that grounding. 4. Different. Don't brush it off. When he says, "You're different," he often means, "You're not like the others." According to coach Matthew Hussey, men say this when they sense emotional depth. You don't play games. You say what you mean. You challenge him, in all the right ways. 5. I'm learning. This one is huge. He's not just talking hobbies. He's saying, "You inspire me to grow." And growth is deeply attractive, especially when it comes from someone who's lived more, seen more, knows more. 6. Honest. When he says, "You're honest," what he means is, "I can trust what you say. I'm not guessing." Older women are often more direct, more open. That clarity? It's rare, and it's something men deeply value. 7. Peaceful. He may not say, "I love you." But if he says, "You make me feel peaceful," that's love. In a 2020 psychological science study, men in long-term relationships rated emotional calmness above sexual excitement when asked what made them feel most loved. 8. Present. If he says, "I feel more present with you," he's telling you, When I'm with you, time slows down. My mind quiets. I stop worrying about everything else. That's intimacy. That's connection. 9. Enough. This word holds power. When a man says, "You're enough," he's saying, you don't have to try. You don't need to change. You don't need to be younger. He sees you. He values you, as is. 10. Real. You're real. This feels real. That means he's done chasing fantasy. He's not with you for status or surface. He's here for depth. 11. Comfortable. Might sound unromantic, but it's one of the strongest signs of emotional intimacy. When he says, "I feel comfortable with you," he means, I can let my guard down. I don't need to perform. And that's love in its purest form. 12. Strong. Not muscles, mindset. When he says, "You're strong," he's talking about your boundaries. Your resilience. Your life story. It's not just attraction, it's all. 13. Home. This one sneaks out when he's feeling deeply connected. You feel like home. I miss being around you. I like coming back to you. Home isn't a place, it's a feeling. And if you give him that, he's in deep. So let's wrap it up. You don't need roses. You don't need to be 25 again. You don't need to play small. Because when a man truly loves an older woman, his words change. His tone softens. His defenses fall. So the next time you hear any of these words, don't overthink. Don't doubt. Just know. He sees you. He values you. And yes, he loves you. Because real love, it doesn't care about age. It cares about connection, peace, and that one person who makes the world make sense. If this helped you see love in a new light, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you've ever dated a younger man, or are curious how they really feel, drop your story in the comments. Because sometimes, real love starts with just one word.